When you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the TED down.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw here for Rivers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This is Gordon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rivers now on second down. Gates with a grab. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Man open left side. It's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1 yard line. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. McConley's got it over the middle. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Mahomes to throw on second down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Rivers now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
Let's go.
Second down, Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
First down, Rivers. Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Going underneath for Gordon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Rivers. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And going deep. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 30 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Rivers again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Mahomes now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Mahomes now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. He was looking for Watkins that time.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go. Yo, Rocky.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Rivers. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Donnie Jones now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And take it right on the 30. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down, here's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board. Yeah,
and we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 41 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Hayes Pollard coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Butker able to put this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Rivers to throw it. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he fields it cleanly. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
They run with Hunt, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Mahomes now to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Now here's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased out, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Rivers now on 2nd down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's go. Ran Delta!
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, 63 yards. And the Chargers are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, you know, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. And going deep for Hill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, he picks up additional yardage after it.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Pushing through the contact. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, we got 3 down.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Sit! Block 15!
Check safety!
80 hot!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
4 down.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City 1st down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out come the Chargers. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Second down, Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And a nice spin into some open field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Ron Parker there in on the coverage, and he knocked it away. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were looking to go back to Gates, and it's third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Set. 380. Set. We're okay. We're okay. Set.
On third down, Rivers finds his target. It's Gates. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. The first down throw here for Rivers. Caught right side, Davis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Hurry up.
On first and 10, Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Tackled there by Rayshawn Jenkins. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship.